Hello, and welcome to the first installment of my new series on my time in New York. Since I'm probably going to be here for maybe 1 or 2 years, I thought I'd make some regular videos to document my time here as a kind of journal, and also to let my friends and family know what I've been up to. Along with these videos, I'll make a couple other videos maybe about things that I just thought needed to be in its own video. And I also did my first month in New York that showed my apartment tour and a couple other things before this video, so you can check that out. Otherwise, you can see the rest of my summer. First up, I can't not talk about the weather here. Coming from Northern California, where they have dry, hot summers, it's just a totally different world here. Imagine experiencing not 1, not 2, but 3 tropical storms in the span of my first 2 months. My little California brain couldn't handle it. On top of the hot and humid summers, it doesn't really cool down at night like it does in California. Like in California, you've got like kind of foggy mornings, and then it heats up in the afternoon, and then it cools down at night. Not so much here. It's just hot and gross all day long. It felt like the weather couldn't make up its mind with the thunderstorms, heat advisories, flood warnings, tropical storms, like very, very new and different. My friend had some friends who were visiting the city, so we showed them around, and one of the first things we did was get all-you-can-eat sushi in Queens. I ate until I was 105% full. Like, it was kind of hard standing up. On that same night, we went to check out the Pepsi Cola sign that's in Long Island City across the water from Manhattan, and it was pretty cool. We're in Coney Island. It's a little cloudy today and it was raining a bit earlier, but it's still humid and a bit warm, so we came anyway. I checked out the Central Park Zoo. There's a little zoo at the bottom of Central Park, and I saw some adorable red pandas and some penguins. It's not too big. I actually would not really recommend it. It's a bit pricey for the size of it. I'm not really sure what other zoos there are, but maybe not try out this one. I also volunteered for the New York Asian Film Festival. It was actually kind of a misunderstanding. I thought it was going to be like films with Asian Americans in it or by Asian Americans, but it was actually just all international films, which is good too. I just didn't expect that, but I still volunteered. A thing I found out is that New York City actually has a lot of public pools. Since there aren't a lot of people with pools in their backyard of their houses, they have public pools around the city that are free that you can go play at, and they're actually pretty big. Here are some buildings that I thought looked pretty cool. We also checked out one of the music festivals here. California has a lot of them in both Northern California and Southern California, and also nearby there's Las Vegas with a lot of festivals in the summer. So you have a lot of options. But in New York, there aren't that many. But we checked out the one that was coming up this summer called Electric Zoo. Since we are still in a pandemic, they require that everyone be vaccinated or have a negative COVID test within the last 3 days. And just as a precaution, I wore my mask the entire time anyway, and it was outdoors anyway. I got this cake for my birthday. It was a secret cake from Stanton.
Yes.
He snuck out during the day and got it without me ever knowing. Right now we are playing It Takes Two. Valerie told me about this game and so far it's been pretty cool. I'm playing on keyboard and Stanton is playing on a console. Today we're walking through Central Park and it's a Saturday, so there's a lot of people. This park is really big. New York dog. This one's a chili dog. It's amazing! There's actually a street fair in the Upper East Side. Now we can see all this like right at our doorstep. They care about the Upper East Side. I read 3 books this summer. The first one was called The Henna Artist by Alka Joshi. It's about a henna artist navigating her career and family relationships in India. And it's actually the first book by an Indian author that I've read, and I liked it. The second book I read was Hillbilly Elegy. It's a memoir about a man who grew up in Appalachia in America. And it's kind of, I've read books that are similar to this already, so it wasn't very eye-opening to me. But I think if you're new to Appalachian literature, this is a good start. The last book I read this summer is called This Is How It Always Is by Lori Frankel, and it's about a family adapting to finding out that their youngest child is transgender. And it's about personal growth and family growth, and overall it's a pretty positive story. We're at Queens Night Market. I thought it was gonna be like an Asian type market, but actually it seems like it's more Mexican food, so that's cool too.
You have both?
This mini golf course is so chaotic. Every one of these little courses has an edge where it could go into this river, and there's no border. It'll just fall right in. More water danger. Look at this gaping pond. No edge still. If it falls off, you gotta fetch it. At least they have this net that you can use. This is where the trains sleep. They look so peaceful. There's also a theater near us that's only a 10-minute walk away, so we watch movies when we see something we like. We've watched A Quiet Place 2, Black Widow, Respect, and Shang-Chi. Right next to it, there's also a grocery store that's open until midnight, so it's like the perfect time for us to go watch a movie and then grab groceries. And we go on Tuesdays because that's when movie theaters have a Tuesday discount and the tickets are only $6.50 each. Amazing. One of the things I've been doing in New York, again an entertainment capital in the world, is being an extra in TV shows. I'll have another video about that later, so watch out for that. Like I mentioned in my last video, there's a place that does unlimited bowling, and so far we've gone twice and played 12 games. I'm winning, but our averages are going up and he's getting a little better.